Hey guys, and welcome to the Fish Room. I'm Rachel O'Leary, and today we're going to talk a little bit more about blackwater. Now, if you've been following the channel for a bit, you know that blackwater tanks are something I really enjoy, and all that simply means is that the water is stained a rich tea color from the use of wood, leaves, or other botanicals. I recently set up a 20-gallon long blackwater aquarium for wild bettas and Boraris brigitae, or chili rasboras. And I used a lot of different botanicals that I sourced from Tannin Aquatics, and it looks really cool, but it doesn't quite have the rich tea color that I really want it to have. I mean, it's definitely yellow, but I want it really profoundly blackwater. And when I was setting up that aquarium, I told you about a tea that you can use in your aquariums called Rooibos. I think that's how it said. You guys corrected me in the comments a lot, so if it's wrong, I do apologize. It's a South African tree, commonly called the red bush, and it has a really rich reddish brown color when it's brewed. And you can utilize this product in a few different ways. Now, the thing that's really nice about this particular tea is that it doesn't affect your GH or KH. It's really easy to use. You can either put it in your filter dry, you can soak the bag and add it in your filter that way, or you can do what I'm going to do today, which is to actually steep the tea, put it in boiling water, let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, and then add the colored water to your aquarium. Now, this is a product that is super, super popular, most specifically with Altum angel keepers. Altums are really prone, when first added to a tank, to sink to the bottom, and they can really erode their fins. And the phenolic compounds in this tea are really, really great, as they're full of antioxidants and all the other good stuff that comes from adding tannin type products to your aquarium, and they really help bolster immunity, as well as prevent things like a secondary infection, especially when a fish is stressed and newly added to an aquarium. The general dosing is 1 tea bag per 10 gallons, and of course I just picked up pure tea from my grocery store. It was only a couple dollars. It's very inexpensive. It doesn't have caffeine. It doesn't have anything in it except for the tea. And it's actually quite tasty as well. So if you're a tea drinker, it's really delicious. But you can find this really easily at the grocery store, or you can order it online as a loose tea if you prefer that method. For me, this is the easiest thing to do. Now, I haven't used it before in my wild betta tank, but I think that this might be a good solution for a lot of you who maybe aren't into the really earthy look of all the different botanicals, but want to try out some tannins in your aquarium to see what it does for your fish. A lot of fish, especially ones that come from an environment that does have blackwaters, colors just pop, they breed more, they act more naturally, and they just look amazing in an aquarium. And this would be a solution for someone who either wants to try and use some tannins in a quarantine tank, or doesn't want to utilize botanicals but wants that tea stained appearance. So I'm going to go brew this upstairs. We'll take a look in my blackwater tank and add it in. So I just boiled some water and added 2 tea bags. I'm going to let it sit here for 10 to 15 minutes. It's only been about 30 seconds. But you can already see that deep, rich, red-brown color it gets, and I'm really excited to add this to the aquarium. Again, this doesn't affect your chemistry really at all. I mean, I suppose it may possibly be able to lower your pH a very small amount, but it's known for not particularly affecting chemistry at all, but still giving the added benefits of the tannin waters and, of course, that really beautiful color. So as you can see, this aquarium is doing really, really amazing, and the botanicals look fantastic. And while the water does have a little bit of a tea color, it's just not as dark as I would like it. I really think if I can get the tannins cranking in this aquarium, not only will the chili rasboras just look better and better, I mean, they look pretty amazing as it is, but the wild bettas that are in here will color up more and more. Now, they are being a bit elusive, as always, in actually getting to view them. But if I sit back, wait, and watch, they really interact with all those botanicals, and I'm super stoked about that. But again, I want more of that tea color in this aquarium. I just think it's going to be really, really beautiful. So as I showed you, I've steeped my tea, and I'm just letting it cool down, and then we'll add it in and see the difference it makes in the actual color of the water. You can see how dark the tea is. Now again, if I wanted to, I could add the tea bags as well to this aquarium, but I think I'm just going to see how it looks with this. And this is something that you would need to replenish each time you did a water change, because obviously changing your water will remove the tannins. But that yellow color is what I really, really want in this aquarium. And as it's dispersing through the aquarium, I think you have to admit it looks really, really cool. And again, this is a really useful product for a lot of South American fish, as well as these Southeast Asian fish. Really any fish that come from an area with a lot of leaf litter. And if you're not super into all the botanicals, this is a great way to stain your water. Or if your wood has stopped leaching tannins over time, this is a great way to achieve that effect again. As always, I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing a little bit more of what goes into my various aquariums. Make sure you're subscribed and have those notifications on. And I hope that all of you have a really wonderful holiday season and a happy new year.